Hello, this is Goodman for the Goodman Radio Show on this New Year's Eve before 2019 turns into 2020 tomorrow. Well, it's starting to midnight. Some places are already hitting the New Year's Eve or New Year's Day already across the world. It started off in Sydney, Australia this morning and everything, and watched some of that this morning, very early this morning. Went out and got breakfast with my wife at the Waffle House over here in Greenville. A very good place to go eat at. I always go over there because there's a certain waitress called Sunshine over here on Pleasantburg. The Waffle House there. Go visit it. If you're in this area, go by and say hi to them. They're very nice and everything over there for us. Not the only one we like so far. But yeah, so this morning I had a 2 grilled cheese and bacon with a unsweet tea. We have stevia to it. There's sometimes I have been drinking unsweet tea also. And another place I keep forgetting about this place. I saw it came up advertising again. Barburrito's over here off of Pleasantburg right next to Flesh Market here in Greenville. And go to Tipsy Taco anywhere now. I was one in Greer, Greenville. Most of the places they're on Woodruff Road now, and that is. We had a new one there last night. Where did we eat last night? I can't even remember. Oh, yeah, Lord, I can't think of the name, but it was like a buffet kind of thing. I ate a salad and a couple things, but I ate a pumpkin pie. I was the only one to get into that pumpkin pie. I kind of messed it up when I was doing it, but it was kind of funny. Hello, puppy. You want to jump in the show? Having a good morning. It's kind of chilly here in Greenville this morning, and like around 40s. I know up in Wisconsin they're having a major snowstorm up there, affecting some places 6 to 10 inches of snow up in the Oconto area from down all the way south of Green Bay. Some places 4 to 6 inches. What I was noticing from the Milwaukee weather on Facebook and everything, but. And I hope you like my new show opening for this new year coming up here and everything. I was thinking about that song that was playing last night in the restaurant we was at. And I was like, oh, I love this interest in this music. And I finally found the instrumental version of it and everything. Okay, what kind of New Year's, this is something I'm going to throw out. I know everybody don't have time to stick with them, but, what kind of New Year's resolutions do anybody mostly have and everything. Some people want to lose weight, work out, go to the gym. Me, I can't even lose. I'm already at the losing weight stage already. That New Year's resolution is already gone and come there this year. I can't believe we're already going through another 20-something years in 2020. It's unbelievable, it's like you had this, 1980s were like 60 years ago. That's weird to think about. Been through so many different decades from 1980. I was born in 73, went through part of the 70s, through 1980s, through the 1990s, 2000s, and then 2010, all the way up to 2019. Now we're in the 2020s. They're doing a replay up on Facebook I saw from 1910 to 2019 for 9 years. And it's like, wow, now we're up to 10 years of that year, and it's kind of crazy, Everybody wants to dress back in like 1920s, the Roaring 20s, back in them days. I don't know, I don't want to go back that way. Our kids wouldn't know what to do. They would have no phone, no television, hardly, nothing. There was a lot more, gangsters and all kind of weird stuff going on back then in the 1920s. But it's just kind of new year and new decade and everything. And everybody's celebrating it across the globe right now overseas. And then it'll be our turns here around midnight tonight up in New York. They do the ball drop up there. I always watch. My biggest tradition for New Year's Eve is watch Dick Clark. Rockin' Eve. I've been watching it since Dick Clark was into it. Now I've watched it with Ryan Seacrest, and now he has Jenny McCarthy, Wahlberg on there, and I don't know who's going to be on there this year playing around. I know Donnie's always there because he always kisses his wife right there, Donnie Wahlberg. And last year, New Kids on the Block was there. When I got my New Kids on the Block team, he sent me the rockin' the New Year's Eve gloves they had up there. The New Year's gloves. That's kind of cool. But everything. Those are kind of cool gloves. But, everybody's getting ready for the big playoffs next week. And there's a lot of bowl games going on. I know tomorrow the Wisconsin is playing in a bowl game Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Our time, Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. I know a lot of people from Wisconsin will be watching the Badgers play that one. January 13th, still got the Clemson versus LSU for the national championship. I'm pulling for Clemson. Diehard Tiger fans since Danny Ford was in there and everything. And I have a lot of autographs from about every coach that's been in there. And I got some big major players like C.J. Spiller and everything. I have most of the players that been on that team, and Deshaun Watson, and most of them players are rookie cards and everything else from those years. They're playing in the NFL. I read a lot of these people rookie cards back when they was in high school sometimes. And that's usually what you got to jump on is these rookie cards because they're hard to come by and everything. Starting to prepare for the cruise. My wife is going through a checklist of what we're going to take to the cruise here next month. Or not next month, February after the Super Bowl. We're cruising the day after. All depends on what teams are in this Super Bowl, if we watch it or not. Last year, we was on the cruise ship when the Super Bowl was happening, but we didn't have no teams in there last year. We got 2 chances this year. We got Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. And everything on that one. And get back to what I was talking about, the traditions. What is y'all's favorite New Year tradition, or your what are your big plans on it? And a lot of people be celebrating different ways and stuff. And always people like eating collard greens. I don't know why. They talk about money and stuff, and it's always these weird different cooking things they do and everything. But let's see. Yeah, people always have these New Year's resolutions. That's what it was I was talking about. Trying to get tradition and what is everybody's New Year's resolutions this year? What do they want? Mine is trying to get this podcast doing a lot better, have more better interviews, people on here. Try to get it more upgraded and everything on this show, and try to get people more into it and everything, and try to do a lot more different new things. Have more people to interview on here, get more people on the show. Might hope to do more interviews with my good friend Jeff Anderson this year. I was supposed to do one over the Christmas. I think he told me the Christmas, the 25th. I called him at 6 o'clock. Never answered. He never responded back to my phone call or nothing. And then, I don't know, he's supposed to do it on the 26th. I don't even know. He never responded back to me to let me know what day it was. He said the next day. I'm thinking the 25th. Because he was on the 24th when we was talking to each other. I don't really know who set that up for him. But I hope to have him back on the show. Maybe have Mark Higgins on the show. I don't know if I might reach out to Greg Morton again, and see if he wants to do Joe Bronzy. I don't know if Joe Bronzy might be on this cruise ship with me again. And whatever comedian I have on this cruise ship in February, I'm going to end up trying to interview. I always try to interview. If they're really good, I like them, I'll ask them, do you want to be on my podcast? We'll do a whole cool show and see what's going on and everything. I will have my T-shirts with me on this cruise. You can't miss me on this one. This new one, taking my new shirts this time. Last year I had my old shirt. It's just a plain gray Granny Man Radio Show shirt. Even like it's professional looking in zillions now. It's just thank you for Shannon Wood for designing my T-shirts and making this possible for me and everything. And my wife being supported, my family, friends, and everything, helping me out. Basically for Jeff Anderson promoting me and everything, and everybody else promoting me. I'm hoping to get more listeners and have more. I'm going to try to promote this more and see if my wife will let me promote it better, and have to put ads out there where it shows up in Facebook feeds, and everything. Hope to do a lot more coming up on this show and stuff, and that's why I have the new opening, and hope everybody likes it and everything. And I still have the old one. I always change these openings. I don't know how many times I have done this, but this will be my third opening. But I like this song a little bit better. Try to start off a little bit new year with something new and try to make it interesting for the new year. Oh yeah, January 11th of January will be 1 year when my podcast started. Episode 1 is January 11th. And when I started all this and last year. Wow, it'll be a year when I started all this, and almost near 200 shows. I'm at 161 as a day we'll be recording this one. We got 39 more shows to go to hit 200. That's a lot of shows. But I think I can do it if I can just come up with some good ideas. And, like today I'm talking about New Year's, and I remember the year 2000, watching that and all the different fireworks and all the different ways they celebrate around the world and stuff. And it was cool seeing some of it this morning, especially the first one at Sydney, Australia. I was watching that one. And they put out a DVD of the year 2000. They might do one for this year. I don't know. I have to wait and see what happens. Y2K, what they call it several years ago, 20 years ago now. It would be 19 years ago. Well, it's been a long time. I never thought we was going to be this far ahead in 2020 with all the stuff that's been going on around the world and stuff. But the USA keeps on rocking it out, and hope we can keep making it that way, that long over years. A lot of things keep changing around, but it's still going around. Oh, that thing. And one day, and probably, I'm going to make a show about, I don't know if I should make a show of this, but I'm going to talk to my wife about this one. We do geocaching and stuff together, and I might bring up a show about that, or we might talk about, I'm going to bring up some things on Joe Jackson. That's a family member of my family, and I'm still looking to wait. They still ain't moved his house yet, the museum downtown yet, and still sitting where it is yet. I don't know what's going on with it. I might try to go down and try to talk to them about that one day. Find somebody I can talk to and interview on that show and bring them on my show and maybe talk about the moving of it and everything. And got a new owner of it, and I hope he, gonna lose it. I'm gonna be upset if they end up losing it and everything, and everybody put their hard earned, volunteering and know the history of it. I know more history of what's going on with it down there than more than some of these people, but I know a lot of stuff down there. I have pictures of actually of my great-great-grandfather and Chillis Joe together. My great-grandma's dad. They were cousins, and my great-grandma's her first cousin, Chillis Joe, and I have a picture of them, and I have a picture of Chillis Joe and his wife, Kate, and pretty much anything like that. I like talking about stuff like that. I talk about all kinds of different sports. My show's going to be about all kinds of different things. I don't, we like having music guests on there because I do Downtown Live. We're going to do more of that next year. More live from downtown and the interviews probably. We're going to end up doing more and a lot of things, different things here and there, and a lot of places we're going to go. And wherever I go or do a movie, I might do a movie premiere. Talk about certain new movies that are out. I noticed on Netflix they saw the Secret Pets of Life 2. It's already up there on Netflix, and That's a new movie. It just came out on DVD not long ago. It's up there on Netflix now. I think that's where I saw it. Yeah, and everything. And I know I'm getting a lot talking about different things. I'm just trying to make this thing more interesting. I'm trying to get a perspective of what I'm gonna do and how I want to do it and how to promote more and help have people I can interview on the show to help me promote my show a lot better, get more likes and more people to like my Facebook page and excuse me, and try to come on to the actual actually on Spreaker.com/GreatDemand and like that page more and push that page a little more. They want me to promote more on there and advertise on Spreaker.com, but it costs money to do that. Same thing on Facebook, like $10 a day or how long $10 or whatever for a whole. And I get over 1,000 people to look at my show and everything and say, hey. I interviewed some big name stars in my time. I got Joe Bronzy, Greg Morton, Jeff Anderson, the upcoming country music singer. He's got a big show tonight up in Tennessee. It's sold out. A big New Year's Eve party going on up there, and he's told me I saw on one of his videos I posted on Facebook on my Great Demand Radio Show Facebook page. It's sold out already and everything, and I wish I could be up there with him and everything. Maybe I don't know if my wife had talked to me about. We have to talk about more about the January 11th show at Hard Rock Cafe coming up on January 11th. Oh, that's on my 1 year anniversary. Wow. That would be cool to go up and do that show up there with him and everything. And maybe I get, I hope maybe if, people like me on here, maybe they have me introduce them on stage at the Downtown Alive. I wish I'd known last year when my favorite band was up there. I can't even think of their names now. They play 80s music all the time. It's bad when you forget names right now. But they didn't have nobody to announce them on stage. I would have loved to have done it if I'd have known that back then. Excuse me. This weather has been making me really coffee and stuff. But hey, thank you for all your time. And I want to thank everybody for listening to me and supporting me and being there for listening to my show. And went for my wife and supporting my hobby, she calls it. But I'm trying to make it like something big. Maybe one day somebody's gonna say, "Hey, can you come in here and we're gonna do somebody's gonna come up and create a new show." And I want to have somebody actually in there with me that knows what they're doing. I can be their little sidekick, or I don't want to run the whole show, but I'm doing here in my own show. Yeah, I created this, and I'm the owner and producer of my own show. But sometimes you like to have somebody else there, and I love announcing music playing sometimes, like I had done yesterday and everything. And sometimes I like playing different songs. I'm gonna play one right now. I ain't done this in a while. This is Great Man for Great Man Radio Show. I'll be right back. Alrighty, that was Man in the Arena on this Great Man Radio Show. Hope everybody has a happy new year and to a prosper new year, and everybody's has a good new year and everything be good next year. I think things are going to get better here for the Great Man Radio Show, and I hope we can get it going a lot better. And I kind of upgraded my equipment now. We have a new microphone and stuff I showed you on my Facebook page and stuff like now, and everybody likes that new thing, and it looks like a new radio, like a whole new thing for me. And I love testing out new equipment and stuff and new products. And after my daughter got that new microphone, I was like, oh my God, that thing is what I was wanting. Sort of like a news reporter. But I hooked it up and did a test run a couple of days ago on my podcast. This is my new microphone I'm using right now. I can hook up headphones and my microphone through it, and where I can listen to my music through it, and so I won't have to keep turning things on and off wherever I have my music playing. But I enjoy doing this, and it gets me back into what I want to do, and that's why I actually wanted this microphone to actually have like a radio station. I'm going back to my old, when I started back as a kid and everything, wanted to do it and everything, and that's what I enjoy. Thanks for listening to the Great Man Radio Show and making me making this show possible for this new year. And January 11th will be 1 year for this. I'm going to try to do something special for that. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'll be broadcasting live from Tennessee or not. I don't really know yet. I might be broadcasting here in South Carolina, in Greenville. I don't know where I'm going to be in Tennessee. I'd love to be at Hard Rock Cafe because I've never been to that one, and I want to see Jeff Ederson play, and hope he'll maybe send me some media passes. I don't know. I have my own media passes my dad created for me, I think, for him, and I'm going to start promoting myself a lot more. I'm going to try to get a sticker or made in my decal on my radio show, and like have on my t-shirt, and try to promote myself more on my car. Right now I have a local radio station, not a local radio station, it's Wisconsin Big Cheese, 107.9 radio station I listen to. I was going to get a magnet from the other radio station I listen to here sometimes, but they was out the day I was in there doing promoting my radio show on their radio show, on their show, at that radio station for the Great Man Radio Show podcast. It wasn't for I always think I've been doing this for over a year. It wouldn't be for Reggie Jackson, Action Jackson for 103.3 does the traffic and does a weekend radio show from 3 to 6 on Saturday. Well, for him, I wouldn't be doing this. He gave me the idea, and look where it's gone. Over 160 shows in over a year, about hit 200, and I never thought I would get to 100. And I have over 70-something followers, 74 followers and 71 likes, and on Facebook. I didn't think it would grow that much since I brought it over here on this page. I was hoping the Spreaker.com will get bigger, but, I'm on iTunes. I'm not on iTunes. I'm on TuneIn Radio. I love being up on there, and that's something big for me, and because it's a big thing, and everything, and thanks for listening to me and making me this big, and keep me, it's going to keep me going and everything, and hope to get bigger and branch out. Maybe one day I'll be on the actual. You hear me on the radio. You still can hear me on the radio. Just gotta bring it up, but I appreciate it, and thanks for listening to the Great Man Radio Show. It's going to be an interesting new year, and Happy New Year to everybody, and everything in peace. I'm going to be out of here, and they saying, sock it to me. I think that's where it is. Sock it to me and get me out of here. It's Bimini's time here in Greenville. have a good day. Be back tomorrow on the New Year's Day. Happy New Year, everybody. This is a Great Man for a Great Man Radio Show. Peace. I'm out.
Sock it to yourself. Sock it to me?